America's attack on Iran has been a catastrophic failure based on 10 reasons. Assalamu alaikum guys, and welcome to another episode of Smile to Jannah. As I'm sure you know, whenever things like this happen that concern the Muslim world, the Western mainstream media cannot be trusted, and that's why I have taken the initiative to start a volunteer-based news website and app in which we cover stories pertaining the Muslim world. It is free, so make sure you download the app today. Now, I did say there were 10 reasons why it was a catastrophic failure. I'm probably going to mention more. Well, number one, Iran was part of the NonProliferation Treaty, which means that they had agreed on not making nuclear weapons. It was a treaty that's accepted somewhat worldwide. However, now Iran has expressed its interest in exiting the treaty, which would mean that Iran is going full throttle ahead with making nuclear weapons, whilst before this was something that was claimed by America and Israel but not proven. You had organizations like the IAEA and the head of the American intelligence Tulsi Gabbard saying no, they are not making nuclear weapons. Number two, American military bases surround Iran, which is very strange because Iranian bases don't surround America. And if they did, what would be the reaction?
I don't want to die. I want to live.
But having so many military bases around Iran means that Iran has its pick of targets. It is literally spoilt for choice. And if it attacks those military bases because they are in other countries, that could expand the issue to being more of a regional / international issue. Next, there was initial talk of regime change, changing the ruler, bringing in their own stooge. That when he's addressing the Iranian people, he's doing so in English.
To those of you who are loyal to the Iranian nation and not the Islamic Republic, there is a future for you.
This point in particular is if they replace the leader, it's not only going to destabilize Iran, but it could bring in a regime, it could bring in a government that is more hardline than what is currently there, because the current leader is actually regarded as more liberal than his predecessors. Next, before Iran was fragmented, you had the conservative and then you have the reformists. But now, because of the belligerent attacks of Israel and America, the country has united. Now, as you guys know, if you're a student of geopolitics, one of the age-old strategies of the West is divide and conquer, and that's what they've tried to do. But because of their belligerent and rushed actions, they have actually united the country such that they are now able to take actions that they probably wouldn't have taken before when they were divided. Next, we realize after looking at what analysts have said that the American attack using the bunker busters was actually not as effective as Donald Trump, the human cartoon character, is making it out to be. He is saying, we have completely destroyed the 3 sites. What a joke. No one is claiming that that's true. Even when you analyze the satellite footage and you compare it. No, but most of the damage has been done inside, mate. Okay, let's look what's inside. The nuclear facilities, more specifically the Fordow plant, is 80 to 90 meters. However, the maximum penetration that's done by the GBU-57 is 60 meters. Not only that, we're seeing so many videos. Listen to what the BBC is saying.
The US attack on Iran relied on secrecy, decoys, and weapons that have never been used before. It took months of planning and included over 125 planes, a submarine, and 14 bunker buster bombs.
The Iranians saw it coming 2 days before. These guys knew what was happening 2 days before. Whether you went left and then you fainted and went right and then you were supposed to go up and you went down, and okay, But they saw that coming 2 days before. They evacuated that place. They took the sensitive materials out of that place. So the question now is, what was the point? The world was watching and it's embarrassing. Next, and this is something that can affect every person on the planet, which is the Strait of Hormuz. It sounds like, okay, straight, I don't care, mate, I'm bent. Let's face it, in the 21st century, big up the LGTV community. But it's not that kind of straight, mate, yeah? This is, as you guys can see from the picture, an area through which natural gas and oil goes to the rest of the world. Iran has access to it, and if it closes it, it will affect 20% of the oil and gas. We already saw with the dawn of the Ukraine and Russia war how that affected gas and oil prices. This is going to be much, much worse. To such a degree, we are already seeing scared tankers doing U-turns, taking alternative directions. It's already affecting pricing. If it is closed, it's gonna be problematic. To such a degree that the Americans are pissing their pants. They're trying to make it seem like, oh, it doesn't bother us. Who would you say is one of the top 2 enemies of America? Right. Then if I was to ask you in the last 4 or 5 months, you'd probably say China, right? They have appealed to China. Please speak to Iran and tell them not to do this. After all, it's for your benefit. If it's for their benefit, why do you need to get involved then? Surely they would get involved. It's because it's for the benefit of America. They're gonna piss off the whole of the globe. Whilst now you can say, yeah, this is just Iran and Israel and America. Let them fight it out, mate. Like some people are, yeah. It's going to affect everybody. And if that's not it, Israel has expressed its ideal to expand. Yes. You know, Greater Israel, they believe it's all their promised land. But for now, statements have come out. Pakistan, that's who we want to target. And Qatar, that's who we want to target.
So the mission is to expand Israel from what it is today.
Also, yes.
To expand into Syria,
Yeah,
into Egypt.
exactly.
Are you excited about these plans?
I'm very excited.
Many people did say, you gotta put your sectarian differences aside and look at the bigger picture, because these people will not stop. Next, there is internal conflict within the MAGA camp, especially somebody called Thomas Massie, who is part of the Trump camp. He called what he did unconstitutional and illegal. Why? Because he took action without consulting with Congress. And he's not allowed to take such actions unless there is imminent emergency and danger to the country. He has to go through Congress. But they say he has exceeded his executive authority. And that's why they're trying to gaslight the people. We're not at war with Iran, no.
Is the United States now at war with Iran?
No, Kristen, we're not at war with Iran. We're at war with Iran's nuclear program. And
we just bombed a couple of sites. Yes? And where were those sites? Were they in France? Seriously, the gaslighting here is ridiculous, mate. Next, it has brought more attention to Israel's nuclear program, and people are becoming more and more interested and more aware of certain people that are involved. A name you must memorize is Mordecai Vanunu. And if that's not all, Iran is now meeting with Putin. This is something that makes the skin crawl of anyone here in the West, because Putin is seen as the enemy. So not only have they now pushed Iran towards actually making a nuclear weapon, doing something that can affect America's reputation worldwide, and leaving America to be attacked from all different angles. Job well done to the president who said he was going to bring people together and be a president of peace and not chase after war like his predecessors. Ladies and gentlemen, we pray that America attains freedom from Israel. Let's leave it there until next time. Assalamu alaikum.